Welcome to the disclaimer. If you would like the text to the disclaimer, click on the link right there. I created the Tripping channel not to encourage people to do mushrooms, but because people are going to do mushrooms with or without me in the picture. And I have had so many bad trips, so many really terrible trips. So my goal is to help people prevent having bad and often very scary experiences. I'm all about taking shrooms as safely as possible and minimizing the chances that you'll have a bad trip, and helping you get through a bad trip if you do have one. This is not medical advice, nor am I making any claims as to the efficacy or effect. These videos are for informational and entertainment purposes only. Everything I say is my own personal opinion based on my own personal experiences, but my opinions are my opinions and not facts. I, of course, being a human, think I'm right about everything I say, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. It happens at least once a day. For the absolute safest experience, you should ask your medical and mental health providers if it's okay for you to take mushrooms. There are serious contraindications with mushrooms in terms of medications. And there are some people who should not take mushrooms ever. And it is not necessarily safe for anyone to take mushrooms, no matter what the circumstances. Can you hear my lawyer talking? Certain types of mushrooms are not legal, and it's your responsibility to know what the legalities are wherever you live. Always third-party test your mushrooms. That means you send a sample to a place that will test them for you and tell you exactly what's in them. For example, chocolate is a very popular way to take mushrooms, but there are some mushrooms out there professionally packaged and being sold that have tested positive for pesticides and other chemicals that shouldn't be there. Look in the description of this video for places where you can send your mushrooms to be third-party tested. And make sure you have a tripping support hotline ready to call if you're having a bad trip. My video, Help Getting Through a Bad Mushroom Trip, can be extremely helpful, but you might need to speak to a live person. So look in the description of this video for places you can call. I should also mention that there's a species of psychedelic mushrooms called Amanita muscaria, and I've also heard it pronounced Amanita muscaria. And I've never tried it, I've never seen it, I've never obtained it, I've only seen pictures of it. And it does not contain psilocybin, which is the kind of mushroom that I'm accustomed to taking. I am completely inexperienced and ignorant with that type of mushroom, and I have no idea how much my videos would apply to that mushroom, if at all. Where I live, the strains I usually find are the more common and widely available ones, most often golden teacher, white albino, penis envy, and hillbilly. And there are definitely many others, and there are strains that are much stronger that I've never tried. I'm an experienced mushroom user, but I'm not a mushroom expert. I don't know all the strains. I don't understand the science, like how the psilocybin turns into psilocin, so you're being affected by the psilocin rather than the psilocybin. What? I don't understand that, man. I'm too stupid. It confuses me. You might say,
"Hey, Shroom Daddy, you should know that stuff."
Okay, you're right, but I don't. Really? Now, that's all the stuff I legally have to tell you, but how many of you are going to ask your doctor if it's okay for you to do mushrooms? How many of you are going to actually have your mushrooms third-party tested? I never have. And how do you know that you don't have a medical condition where taking mushrooms could send you into a state of psychosis that could last for 2 or 3 weeks. That has happened. There can be very serious consequences to taking mushrooms, so it is always at your own risk. That's why you should definitely do the sensitivity test. If it's your first time taking mushrooms, or if it's your first time doing a different kind of mushroom, I'm doing my best to help, okay? But I'm not a doctor or any kind of authority or expert. I'm just a stupid asshole trying to help you avoid having a bad trip. Consider my videos hereby legally disclaimed.